name is April, and I'm here at Packey Webb Ford, located in Downers Grove, Illinois. Today I'm standing here with Rick and Steve to talk about the Roush Mustangs. So tell me, with both of you being an owner of a Roush Mustang, what got you into buying it?
Well, Roush is a brand, and when you think about a brand, it's unique. And what's unique about these cars is styling, and depending on the stage, the level of the car that you buy, these are both stage 3s, which are the highest performance level that you can get from Roush. These are set up to go to the track. We've got really big brakes, we've got superchargers, and the suspension is set up to really handle well on the track. I do performance driving, and I've been to places like the Audubon of Joliet, Waterford Hills, Gingerman, and Road America numerous times. So I really like that. It's addictive. This is kind of like a race car for the street or a street car to race. So I think Jack Roush and his community, because we're kind of part of the community, all follow Jack and love his designs, the look of the car, the performance, and the warranty. Because this comes warranted. Everything that Jack does is warranted, and that's important. You know, you don't want to spend a lot of money for a car like this and not have a warranty. So I like it for the looks, and this is a very limited edition. This is a Roush Blackjack. It was done for 3 years, and in 2009 there were 47 of them made, and you can see the plate number here on the Blackjack. This was number 37. So that's my car, and I've done a lot of mods to it. We can talk about that in a second. Steve, you want to talk about yours?
Sure. I've got 2010 Roush Stage 3. 2010 actually is the only year they made the car with the Ford engine and PVS blower. I like Roush for the same reasons Rick said: performance, handling, and exclusivity. I like the Roush because mine was made 2010. They only made 103. Mine is number 42, and they only made 2. The other one is New York, so I'll never see another one like mine unless I go to New York.
With the color combination.
With the color combination, yeah.
So have you guys ever raced it?
Well, I race on the track. I've drag raced it, and my problem is I've always used street tires, so coming out of the hole, I lose a lot of time. There's 60-foot time when you drag race, and I'm really bad in my 60-foot time. But it's a great car on the track, and I just totally enjoy the high-performance driving. So, I'll be at Road America next month, and I will be testing some new mods that we just had done here at Packey Webb when I'm there. I had a Ford Racing twin throttle body put in, and it's a bigger throttle body. It's a little more responsive and expensive. I had 373 gears, a gear upgrade put in, so that has the car kind of like at a higher RPM, and it's ready to go more often. So I'll probably have to shift more. And they did a little bit of a tune. My philosophy with the Blackjack is I make the Blackjack blacker. So my valve covers are now black. I bought black valve covers, and they have my car number on it. It says Roush Yates on here, and number 37, 2009. Okay. Jack Roush has signed his car. In fact, he's signed it a couple times. This is an upgraded strut bar. I've got the black alternator only because I liked black, you know, I replaced the standard one. Yeah. And the black cooling tanks. And these are really important for guys on the track. These are, instead of putting hood pins through and the hood would still wobble, this is a tie-down system where it'll hold the hood down and you won't be afraid that it'll come up at like 145 miles an hour. So that's kind of where I'm at with mine, and I really like it. It's a great car. I've decided I'm going to keep it for a few more years, which is why I had it in here. And we just went through it, put new rotors on it and new brake pads, and it's ready to go. It's track season, and the car's ready. Yeah, Packey Webb did all the work here, so I'm good with that.
That's really good. And I hear that you're a new Mustang owner.
Well, actually,
buy one?
I've had Mustangs since 1989. This is is actually my 9th, and this is my 3rd Roush.
It's also my 3rd Roush. Yeah.
Another reason I got this car is because of the horsepower. The engine has got a forged bottom end and a bigger blower, and it's rated for 540 horsepower.
Wow.
But I actually had it on the dyno a couple weeks ago, and it actually made 545 horsepower to the wheels, which comes out to about 640 horsepower. So that's a big reason I bought it too, for the horsepower.
So 640 horsepower. Now you're getting into the new Mustang 2013 grade.
Yeah, I'm pretty close. I like for the Shelby. I like the launch control. I like the engine's bigger. It's got a better blower. It should be a fun car.
Yeah, the bad news with Ford is they keep making it harder and harder for us to make decisions.
Oh.
I use Ford Racing or Roush for all my parts, so you know I try to stay in the Ford family. But the new cars that are coming out in 2013, they just look so cool and powerful, and the features, like Steve said, they're just going to be nothing that can hold a candle to them once they hit the track, or even the street. They're just going to be awesome.
Well, I'm going to try.
So, how'd you guys convince your wife to let you buy this?
Well, she enables. You know, I mean, we've been doing the Mustangs for a long time, and she knows this is my hobby. I don't golf. I don't do a lot of other things, and so this is where I focus my hobby and spare time. I wish she would go a little bit more often with me to some of the events, but it's kind of like she said after a few of them, you know, it's pretty boring watching you go around and around. And I can't argue with her with
for a ride.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, back to where you were saying, the new GT500 2013 is coming out. What is something you're very excited for?
Well, the car itself, I mean, the horsepower, the fact that it went 203 miles an hour, it's got electronic suspension, you know, just everything you read about it is very impressive.
Launch control.
Yeah, the launch control. The guys with the Corvettes and I think the Camaros have had the launch control feature for a while. So when you start a race, they have a real advantage through technology with you that we're going to take care of that.
Oh, that's awesome. So, you know, it's getting now to close to summer, and there's a lot of people that's Mustang season. So for somebody who's wanting to buy a Mustang or is thinking about it, what do you guys have to tell them?
Why wait?
Buy a Roush.
Yeah.
You won't be sorry.
Well, there you go, guys. Thank you very much for taking your time to watch this video. So come on down to Packey Webb Ford and look at the Mustangs we have here and available.